Yo, what's going on, buddy? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is the Cleveland Browns released the 2024-2025 NFL schedule, and what I'm going to be doing is kind of going through from week 1 all the way to the end of the season to week 18, giving my prediction on who I think what games the Browns are going to win, what games the Browns are going to lose, kind of what their schedule looks like, kind of get my reaction to the schedule. Do I think it's a good schedule, bad schedule? And like I said, kind of just give my reaction and my prediction on which games they're going to win and lose. Now, obviously, I'm a Browns fan, so I'm a little bit biased here. So if you see me say this team's going to go undefeated, don't be surprised. Spoiler, I'm not going to say they're going undefeated, but there's going to be a couple losses in here that I'm not going to be surprised if they lose some games. But other than that, I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to get straight into this. So if you're going to enjoy, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on this video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, the schedule that you see here on screen is from the Cleveland Browns Twitter page, so if you want to go check out their schedule and check out this tweet, I'll put a link to it down in the description below, so if you want to go check it out for yourself. And as you can see here, just in case you get confused, in the orange, that is the away games, and right here where it says home, the darker colors, that is the home game. So just in case you're kind of confused on like which ones are the home games, which one are the away games, underneath it has the time, the dates, everything's there, so just so you FYI. Now, first thing that I find very interesting is our bye week, being right there smack down in the middle. Week 9 or week 10 is usually like the sweet spot. Anywhere from week 8 to week 10 is usually where you want your bye week to be, because it's like smack dab in the middle. You play half your games, you get a bye week, you play the other half of your games. So it's like if any injuries happen, you don't really want it to be like too early in the season, like week 5, 6, 7, but you also don't want it to be too late in the season, like 12, 13, 14. You want it to like smack dab in the middle. It makes a perfect balance for your season. So kind of looking at the bye week, that is a perfect spot for us. Number 2, the next thing I want to talk about is primetime games. The Browns surprisingly didn't get too many. I mean, we got 4. We got a Thursday night, a Monday night, another Thursday night, and then a Sunday night. I'm starting to think the NFL is thinking the Browns are going to be pretty good this year, or at least they're hoping they're going to be pretty good, because the way their scheduling is kind of going, they're pretty much saying, hey, this first half of the season schedule, you should be able to mop them up, take care of business, but then the second half of the schedule, this is where you're going to be fighting for your playoff lives. Hopefully, we can see you guys battle on live television. You got the Steelers, like I said, in Thursday night, a Broncos game on Monday night, and then another Thursday and Sunday against the Bengals and the Dolphins. Maybe that Dolphins game will be like a battle for maybe a wild card spot, or maybe if the Browns are really good, maybe the Dolphins are fighting for a wild card spot. Loser will have to fight for their life on week 18. And maybe the Ravens game, maybe that's a battle for the division. We never know. But I'm gonna kind of go through the schedule and just kind of go week by week and tell you if I think they're gonna win or if they're gonna lose. Now remember, I'm a Browns fan. I might be a little bit biased here, just a wee bit. Week 1, we get the Dallas Cowboys. This will be a very good game. I already found out Tom Brady's gonna be calling that game. He's gonna be on the call for Fox. That's his first ever game. Browns Cowboys. That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully we don't stink up the joint. It's gonna be a home game. I think this is a game where we're gonna find out a lot about ourselves if we're up here or if we're down here. I think the Browns can get it done. They're gonna get a W. Next up, we got week 2. We got the Jaguars. It's gonna be on the road. This is one that I think people are gonna overlook. Everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, the early part of the schedule is so easy. Cowboys, Jaguars, Giants, Raiders, Commanders. People do not overlook the Jaguars. That one, I'm gonna say, is gonna be an L. That one's going to be like a trap game. We're going to lose the Jaguars. Next up, we got the New York Giants. Who knows if Daniel Jones is going to be back? He's got the ACL injury. I've heard news that he's probably going to be back by week 1, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Even with that, their offensive line stinks. They have no receivers for Daniel Jones to throw the ball to. We'll see what Daniel Jones is this year, but from what I've seen in the past, that front four of the Browns is going to kill him. And it's a home game, so oh my god, the Browns are going to kill him. We got the Las Vegas Raiders. It's going to be in Vegas. This will be a good game, I think. The Browns will make it interesting. Here's the thing, though. I don't know who the quarterback is going to be for the Raiders. I don't think they don't know who's going to be the quarterback for the Raiders. Is it going to be Aiden O'Connell, I think is the name? And we'll see how Antonio Pierce, the new head coach, does with his team over the first couple weeks. The first couple weeks is going to be very interesting to see if they're going to just like fire him right away if they just start losing a bunch of games. But I think the Browns can very easily get that win. Next up, we got the Washington Commanders, week 5. This will be I'm going to say this was actually going to be a sleeper game. The one that's going to be like, if we win it, it's going to be like a 21-20 type victory. We're going to have to fight because I'm telling you, people, Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders, they're going to fight. Whether they go 5-12, 10-7, 8-9, 9-8, whatever they are, they're going to fight every single week. Now, do I think we can get the win? Yes, I think we can get the win. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a close one. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles, they're going to be a close game, a third week on the road. This is going to be a big battle for us, but I'm pretty sure the way this is schedule's kind of looking, I think we're going to take an L here. The Eagles are going to be a pretty good team this year. Hopefully they'll bounce back. We'll see how they look, but I think the Eagles are going to take care of us at their building. Week 7, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. We're back at home, though. This is the one where we're going to take care of business. Joe Burrow wants revenge from last year, the way he kind of looked in the very first week of the season. We're going to take care of business, though. This is one where we might actually get the dub. unless Joe Burrow goes juggernaut mode, though. You know what? I'm going to reverse the pick. I think Joe Burrow is going to take us down at our crib. He's going to get the dub. Next up, we get the Baltimore Ravens. This is the one that I think could be like a very pivotal point of the season. If we lose this game, from what my record is, we would go to 4-4. If we win it, we go to 5-3. I think they're going to win it, but it's going to be a close game. Next time we get the Chargers, we'll kind of see how they look. I don't really know what the offense is going to be. This will be a very interesting year to see kind of what Jim Harbaugh does with the Chargers and Justin Herbert, who's he throwing the ball to. I think the Chargers are going to take a step back this year, and also this game's in Cleveland, so I think we can get the dub. So right now we're about 6-3 at the bye week, looking pretty good. Next up we have the New Orleans Saints. This one's on the road though. New Orleans Saints, we'll see kind of how they look. I think though the pressure of being in that building, Derek Carr, we'll see how he kind of looks. I think the Saints will actually beat us in this game. Whether you hate it or not, I just got a bad feeling about that game. That's another trap game. Almost like with the Jaguar game, this Saints game is like a trap game. We got the Steelers on Thursday Night Football. We're going to be coming off of that loss of the Saints. Coming in, where it's a home game. We're going to be in Cleveland. Steelers are going to be coming there. Maybe they're going to be looking good this season. I've kind of seen the schedule. The first half of the season looks like a just cakewalk. The second half of the season looks like Armageddon. Hopefully we can do the same thing we did last year. Last year we had Dorian Thompson-Robinson on the field and we beat them. Hopefully we can beat them with Deshaun Watson this time and Deshaun Watson stays healthy. I think the Steelers are going to take an L and the Browns are going to catch a dub right there. We got the Monday Night Football game at the Broncos. So now we basically had basically the most time you can have for getting rest from Thursday night, then you can rest those couple of days into Sunday, and then you get to go the entire next week, and then on Sunday when everybody else is playing, we are still resting and going into Monday night for that Monday night game against the Broncos. The altitude is real up there, but then again, we don't know what the Broncos are this year. They're running with Bo Nix as the rookie quarterback to be their quarterback of the future. I'm not sure if that's going to be a good thing or not, but we'll see. But I think the Browns can get a W there. I think Sean Payton and Bo Nix, maybe by that point in the season, those kind of get things figured out. But if they don't, and Bo Nix is getting replaced by then, maybe it's a free dub for the Browns. We got the game at the Steelers. For some reason, we just cannot beat these motherfuckers in their field, on their field, in the regular season. We beat them in the playoffs, but we cannot beat them in the regular season at their crib. We're gonna take another loss. It's gonna suck, but it is what it is. We got a home game against the Chiefs. Now this 4-game stretch is gonna decide the Browns season. Right now, I have us at 8-5. 8-5. We lose all these games, we're obviously 8-9. If we can get 2 of them, you're back to 10-7. If you can get 3 of them, you're up to 11-6. I think to make the playoffs this season, you're going to have to be at least 10-7. With the AFC, the way it's looking, you have to be 10-7. So let's say this. The Chiefs, Super Bowl champions, everything about them, they're going to beat us. Let's say they beat us. But then this time we play the Bengals. Last time Joe Burrow got us in our house. This time we're going to take care of business, and we're going to take one from them in their crib. It's a Thursday night game. We're going to be coming off of adrenaline from maybe it's a close game against the Chiefs, and we want to go out there, and we realize our playoffs lives are on the line, and we snatch one from the Bengals and take care of Joe Burrow in his house on Thursday Night Football. We got a Sunday Night Football against the Miami Dolphins. This is one where I feel like the Dolphins are going to take a step back this season. We'll see kind of how it goes, but I think they'll take a step back, and we can beat the Dolphins. And then that very last game against the Ravens, this one was going to be the one where if you lose it, I think we go 10-7. If we win it, we go 11-6. And also, it could possibly be for a division title. Now, I highly doubt that. I think the Bengals and the Ravens, the way their schedules look, they're going to be fighting for anywhere from 12-5 to 13-4. So let's just say we win this game against the Ravens. Maybe the Ravens already have the division locked up. Maybe they rest their guys. I think we can win this game. So right now, based on my prediction, I have 11-6 for this team. 11-6. Best case scenario, meaning we win every game that even we have the slightest chance, or at least like have like a 50-50 shot to win, maybe 13-4. Worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, I would say is like 8-9 at worst. Now, if this team goes 8-9, Kevin Stefanski, you're fired. If this team goes 9-8, Kevin Stefanski, you're probably still fired. But like I said, I think 11-6, just like last season, this team can go 11-6, get in as a wild card. Maybe not win the division because, like I said, the Ravens and the Bengals, they're going to be fighting for that division spot, and who knows what the Steelers are going to do. But if this team goes 11-6, you're back in the wild card, you're back in the playoffs, and we're back on the dance. But other than that, that's going to do it for my 2024 Cleveland Browns schedule prediction. Like I said, this is my prediction. This is my opinion. I'm a little bit biased, so if you disagree or agree with me, that's up to you. But other than that, that's going to wrap it up there. Hopefully, you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciative if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you agree or disagree with my opinion of all the picks I had? If you're a Browns fan and you want to leave your opinion, feel free to do so. Go ahead and leave your complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified the second I post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.